Hi friends, welcome back to another video. So I took a unplanned 3 weeks break from YouTube, and honestly I say it's unplanned and really it was unplanned. We kind of started a full-on renovations at our house, and that has taken up a lot of our time, and I have just been so busy, and it's been very hard, honestly, to film in a house that is halfway torn apart. But today I am doing a little bit of a different video, and I want to kind of get you guys' feedback to see if you like this. So I had a life update video a couple months back, and well, actually a few months back, saying that I started a micro bakery, and in home I make sourdough. So today is a typical day in the life of me prepping my days for bake days. So we got a little bit of a late start this morning. We started at 6:50, as you guys should. So this day I am prepping, I believe, maybe 12 loaves. Honestly, I can't really remember. But with the higher quantity that I'm starting this week, I'm doing, I think, almost 20 loaves. So prepping for those really big days, I do like to prep ahead of time and pre-measure my ingredients the night before. But as you see in this video, I didn't do that because 12 feels still very manageable. So I am using my newly Bosch mixer from Bosch or Nutrimil website, and this thing is a powerhouse. I am so grateful that I have it because prior to this, I used to mix all the loaves by myself with my hands, and at this pace, I can make about 5 loaves in the mixer. I'm sure I can probably stretch it to 7, but I haven't tried it yet. But it's been so helpful. So I do quite a couple batches in it sometimes. So say I need to make like 15 loaves, I'll just do batches of 5, and it has been so helpful in the kitchen, especially when it kneads for like a minute and a half. It just strengthens the gluten so much. And I actually have a link for you guys that you guys can use if you're interested in purchasing it. I also have the Nutrimil grain that I obviously use for my bakery as well, but this Bosch mixture has been just so incredible. So I'll link it down below if you guys are interested to check them out. But it has been life-changing in my work. Depending on my inclusions that I'm doing, it depends whether I prep it the day of prep day, or if it's something that I can pre-measure the night before. So things like that have fresh stuff in it, like cheese or jalapenos, I usually prep it the day of. So that's kind of what I'm doing. After I mix all my doughs, I start just prepping all my ingredients for the different types of loaves that I'm doing. So when I do my bulk baking for like markets or my customers, my stretch and folds look a little bit different than when I'm doing like a couple loaves for ourselves. So I am doing stretch and folds, what are called like the coil folds. It is just the most efficient way to do it when you're mixing a lot of dough. So I believe in one of these I had like 4 loaves, and then in the other one I had the remainder of it. So um, it is much easier to do stretch and folds. Now, I have a work surface table as well that I do a lot of my shaping on and my stitching and things like that. I like baking and I like prep days, but the cleanup of those prep days is just so much. And I feel like a lot of the times these in home micro bakeries are glorified so much, and it's just romanticized basically. And they're honestly, it's amazing. It's amazing that I get to contribute to the household income by doing something that I really enjoy. But man, that cleanup is, it always gets so messy. There is flour everywhere, as you guys saw in the previous clip. But I have this little workstation in my kitchen nook, and it's starting to get cramped. And I didn't expect my business to grow as much as it has been growing. So we are trying to make plans with the remodel of maybe potentially moving my baking stuff into like a different section of the house to have it more expanded, because I am running out of stuff. I'm running out of space. Everything is just kind of being stacked on top of each other and on the ground. And so we are going to be expanding soon. But I am planning to do a little tour on Instagram. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, come follow me on Kingdom Rooted Mama on Instagram. So I think my most favorite part about making sourdough is definitely the shaping and the pre-shaping and the dough dump. Those are just so satisfying. And it's also the very like last stretch after a long long stretch and folds, and then the bulk fermentation, and it almost feels like you're at the stretch. And it's just so satisfying to pre-shape those loaves and get them closer to the end result. So I have my stretch and folds take me about 2.5 hours, and then I do a countertop 4 hour bulk fermentation. Sometimes I do extend it to 6, and I kind of just pay attention to the dough and dough temperatures. And then I do my shaping, and it rests 10 minutes after my first shaping, and then I do my final shaping, and then I let it rest another 10 minutes in the Banneton. And then I do my stitching, and then I put it in the fridge, and it's in there anywhere from like 15 hours up to 24 hours. It kind of just varies, but my average is about 15 hours. So sometimes I do like to go further, where it's about 24 hours. I would say on average it's not 15 but 24. So I am correcting myself. But sourdough has just been such a wonderful thing that has come into my life, and I'm so grateful to God that I'm able to do this and able to contribute to the family finances. Wow, a lot of tongue twisters today for me for some reason. I hope you guys have enjoyed seeing this video, and if you're interested in these kind of videos, just let me know and I can do some more. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.